Welcome to Just AZC. That's justazc.com. I want to welcome you to the platform, and what I will do here today is walk you through our innovative CHIT marketplace. This is an amazing platform. It's powerful, compliant, private, fast, secure, and most importantly, easy to use. You are going to find that this is going to simplify your financial operations. So let's get started. Let's open up our laptop and launch the CHIT marketplace. The platform takes a few seconds to boot up as it is doing all the heavy lifting in the background. You will notice there is no password for anyone to steal or hack. Your identity is biometrically confirmed on your device, and geolocation technology confirms you're within the borders of the state, thereby locking in state-specific compliance. All this takes place without any input on your part. Just confirm and go. The first screen we come to is your trading dashboard. At the top, we see buy orders in the market, sell orders and redemptions, along with charts. And below that is a transaction table that shows your last few transactions. So in this dashboard, as we will get into it, is everything you need to know all in one place. Now that we have a lay of the land, let's get into the details. A CHIT is an actual possession digital asset. That means you are the only one who has it, and it is in your actual possession. So there is no ledger, and it is peer-to-peer. All the marketplace does is connect you with other members. A CHIT has a stable market price of $1 per unit, so there are no ups and downs in pricing. This means a lot of the complex things you see on a typical trading dashboard don't apply. This is a digital asset transfer platform. It connects you, and you transfer or receive CHITs to other members. This is all it does, and that makes it easy. So first, let's talk about what this application is for. After you've been KYC'd and accepted as a member, you'll be assigned a funding account, a vault, and a trading account. You have a funding account where you fund the purchase of CHITs. There is an incoming funding account, which is where funds are received for the purchase of CHITs. You cannot hold any fiat currency here. Funds in the incoming fund account can only be used to purchase CHITs. You also have an outgoing funding account where proceeds derived from the sale of CHITs are held until you direct them out to a privacy KYC'd and approved account associated with you. You have a trading account. This reflects the CHITs which you possess in your vault. You can transfer CHITs to any member as long as they approve the transfer, and you can receive transfers. You can list CHITs for sale on the marketplace. The marketplace will match you up with a buyer. This is how it works. You can now use CHITs and instantly transfer value 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to any other member in literally seconds. Since this is your first use of the platform, you will need to go to the funding dashboard and fund the purchase of CHITs. So let's do that now. We navigate over to the funding dashboard, and on the left you will see two accounts. One in US dollars, your funding account, and one in CHITs, the trading account. The funding account is comprised of the incoming and outgoing funding accounts. The incoming funding account shows inbound funds, while the outgoing account shows you balances available to wire out. This balance is determined by the number of CHITs sold. Your trading account is shown in CHITs. Here you will see the quantity of CHITs you have available in your vault. You can fund your purchase of CHITs in a few ways. You can wire in from a previously approved bank account, or you can purchase via invoice, and you can pay that invoice in cash. Now let's request an invoice for the purchase of CHITs, and we will pay that invoice in cash. Obviously, we don't want you bringing cash into the office, so we will schedule a cash pickup from a cash in transit vendor. Let's do this. Enter the amount, in this case $300,000, and a licensed cash in transit, CIT, provider will safely collect the funds. You must provide proof that the funds you use to purchase those CHITs came from a legal source. Generally, this is in the form of a seed to sale report that corresponds with the amount of cash picked up. Our compliance team will then approve the purchase. Here is how you do that. You upload the corresponding documentation for this particular cash pickup, and when completed and approved, the CIT vendor will schedule your pickup. Once they have received and verified payment of the invoice, your trading account is credited that amount, and the corresponding number of CHITs are purchased. Remember, CHITs are always at a fixed rate of $1 per CHIT. These CHITs will then be placed in your vault and appear in your trading account. The wire in function provides you with an invoice that you can use with your institution to initiate a wire to CHIT Marketplace account. The wire will have a for the benefit of with your funding account information. This is important. It's also important to remember that you can only wire from pre-approved accounts. Once received and processed exactly as executed for cash pickup, a number of CHITs matching this amount is purchased. $1, one CHIT. So for wire out, you can list CHITs for sale in the marketplace. The marketplace will match you with a buyer. The proceeds from the sale will appear in your outgoing funding account. You can either transfer funds from outgoing to incoming account and use this to purchase more CHITs, or we can wire out from your outgoing funding account. Now let's go to the important part. You can transfer CHITs between members in seconds. The trading dashboard is where transactions happen with your fellow members of Just AZC, all within our secure, compliant environment. Here's how to use your trading account to buy, sell, and transfer CHITs seamlessly. Let's say you want to perform a transaction with another member. From the trading dashboard, select Transfer. Enter the amount. In this case, it'll be 12,000 CHITs, and choose the recipient. In this case, it'll be Harvest. Confirm the purpose and place the order. Deep authentication is triggered to verify identity and prevent unauthorized access. The transfer now shows as pending until accepted by the receiving member. While in pending status, as the initiator of the transaction, you can cancel the trade up until the transfer is accepted. This maintains control over and oversight over every transaction. When either you or another member initiates transaction, you will find it under Pending tab, awaiting your or their review and either acceptance or denial. Once the transfer is agreed to, ownership of the CHITs moves from the payor to the payee, and the transfer will appear under the trades as delivered. When the time comes to convert CHITs back to US dollars, go to Sell in the Trading Dashboard, enter the amount, in this case will be 50,000 CHITs, and select whether to redeem directly with the market maker or sell through the marketplace. The difference being, if you prefer an immediate transaction, redeem through the market maker for instant cash conversion. Alternatively, if time is not of the essence, you may list on the marketplace the sale of your CHITs. Upon completion of a CHIT sale, your beta account is credited and those funds are available to wire out. To accomplish that wire out, we go to the funding dashboard, select wire out, specify the amount. In this case, it'll be $50,000 derived from that 50,000 CHIT sale, and add any relevant memo. Confirm and submit to finalize, at which point a wire will be initiated only to the bank account authorized to you when you became a member. This completes the life cycle from cash pickup to transactions using CHITs and finally back into US dollars in your bank account. The funding dashboard offers full visibility into your financial movements, giving you confidence and control over each step. Here you can see a complete history of cash pickups, including amounts and statuses, including open, pending, approval, and completed, and your alpha, beta, and trading accounts. The alpha account for initial and ongoing cash balance entries, and the beta account for received funds derived from CHIT sales, showing what is available for wiring out. With Just AZC, compliance and security are seamlessly embedded. Seed to sale verification ensures every cash pickup and conversion is verified with industry standard seed to sale documentation, establishing a compliant audit trail. Deep authentication through multi-level authentication steps secure each transaction. And finally, geolocation and compliance monitoring ensures all activity remains within legal boundaries. Very critical to you. With Just AZC, you're equipped to navigate every transaction securely and effectively, transforming the challenges of cash-intensive operations into streamlined, compliant process. Welcome to the platform that's not just built for transactions, it's built to empower your business.